That was a brief clip of Martin Truex Jr. making it 4 wide and eventually taking the lead from that. So that was pretty crazy, but get to bust out the Martin Truex Jr. hat. Pretty neat, I guess. But he won his second career Coca Cola 600 after overcoming a flat tire and hitting the wall again. It was like slight scrape the second time. It wasn't as bad as the first one. And then also making it 4 wide to put himself in position to win. So that was pretty neat. The end was crazy. I'm surprised it didn't crash. It looked like Talladega. It was 4 wide everywhere, 3 wide everywhere. They were all bunched up, hitting off of each other. I don't know how they didn't wreck, but they somehow managed not to wreck until Denny Hamlin lost control of himself with one person around him. So when they're all around each other, they don't wreck. But the instant that they're by themselves, they just wreck themselves. But a lot to talk about. 600 miles, a 5-hour race. It just ended. I got a lot of stuff on my desk. I'm just moving around. But a lot to talk about. 5-hour race. It just ended about 30 minutes ago. Race started at 5:15-ish. It was about 10:15 when it ended. But yeah, 5 hours of racing. Pretty solid race, I'd say. Stage 1 was chaotic with a lot of blown tires and cautions. Stage 2 was pretty decent. Stage 3, I was not able to watch, but the end was really good. There was a wreck at the beginning of Stage 4. There's a long green flag run. Elliott and Truex had a really nice battle for the lead. Made some contact. It was pretty aggressive. It was pretty fun to watch. Then there was a late caution, or a caution with about 30 to go. And then there was a late caution with about 10 to go. Everyone thought it was going to be split decision, and then only David Reagan stayed out, and then Ryan Newman took 2 tires, and that's when it ended. Truex was able to get the lead and win. So that is a very brief recap. Very brief. But as we go through the finishing order, as I normally do, I go through the finishing order, talk about the driver's days, and obviously if something comes up, I talk about it. So here we go. Martin Truex Jr. He won his second career Coca Cola 600, his third race win of the year, and he led 116 laps and won a stage on the way. So good for him. He got a playoff point with the stage, and then he got another 5 with the win. It's good for him in the playoffs. Racking up those playoff points is going to mean a lot once you get to the playoffs, so that's good for that team. Joey Logano finishes second after Team Penske won the Indy 500 with Simon Pagenaud. I hope I pronounced that right. Obviously, Penske would have wanted another win, but second place will do for now. They still got a win on the day, which brings me to my next point. 3 big races today. You had the Monaco Grand Prix, which was won by Lewis Hamilton. You had the Indy 500, won by Simon Pagenaud. And then you had the Coca Cola 600, won by Martin Truex Jr. So a pretty big day in racing. Those are your 3 winners. I watched the majority of the Indy 500. There was a really good battle between Pagenaud and Rossi at the end. It was pretty cool. But third, Kyle Busch. He led 79 laps. Last year, he led the majority of the laps and won all the stages in the race. This year, he didn't win a stage or a race, but he did lead a lot of laps. Good day for him. But obviously, he would have wanted the win in playoff points because third is nice and all, but he would want to win. Fourth, I think 4th consecutive top 5 for Chase Elliott. He finished 4th. He led 43 laps. He finished 4th in Stage 1, 4th in Stage 2, 3rd in Stage 3, finishes 4th. So he basically had a 4th place car. That's a definition of a 4th place car right there. So good for him. He led some laps there. He ran up front. He got a lot of points, regular season points, no playoff points. So I don't know what the standings are now, but the guys that were ahead of him were Busch, Logano, and Harvick, I think. And he did better than Harvick. He didn't do better than Busch and Logano, maybe with stage points. And then there's people behind him, but I don't know. I'll check the points here in a minute. 5th, Stenhouse. Stenhouse overcame a spin early in the race. There were a lot of people who overcame stuff today. He overcame a spin and was able to rally back. He tried to take a shot at Kyle Busch to get some revenge for getting dumped earlier. He missed, but then there was a caution. He was able to rebound for 5th. 6th, Chris Buescher. Chris Buescher was one of those guys that hit the wall. So many people cut right front tires today. I mean, seriously, NASCAR and Goodyear. I mean, I don't know if it's a problem with the tires or just tire wear or what, but there was a lot of tire problems today that I don't know what it was, but it was weird. 7th, rest in peace, Alex Bowman, 2nd place results. He finishes 7th. Still got a top 10. All 4 Hendrick cars finished in the top 10. 8th, Jimmy Johnson. 9th, William Byron. Byron, he was on the pole. He ends up finishing 9th. 32 lap sled. Jimmy Johnson, he had a weird day. He was up in the top 10, top 5. Then he dropped back to like 16th, 17th. Then he came back and rallied for a top 10. Scraped the wall a little bit, but stayed in the top 10. Finishes 8th. 10th, Kevin Harvick. He led some laps today. 11th, Eric Almirola. He had a penalty early in the race. He was able to rally back for an 11th place finish. Impressive run for this guy. Corey LaJoie finishes 12th. Applaud you. I wish you had your face paint scheme still. That was beautiful. I'm getting that die cast for sure. 13th, Ryan Blaney. He was running at the top 5. He was having a great run with 10 to go. He pitted because he had a really bad vibration that he thought I was screwed if I kept on running on it. I don't know what it was, but he had a really bad vibration. He thought he had to come down. Right as he came down, his teammate saved him from going laps down as Brad Keselowski blew a tire and spun out. 14th, Paul Menard. All right. 15th, David Reagan. He restarted first with 5 to go, dropped to 15th on old tires. He led 3 laps. 16th, Ryan Newman. He started 2nd on that last restart. So 1st and 2nd dropped to 15th and 16th. 17th, Denny Hamlin crashed on the last lap. Led 21 laps on the day, got up to the top 5, cut a tire, hit the wall. Got back up to the top 5, cut a tire, hit the wall. Or actually, he didn't hit the wall that second time. He just cut a tire. And then obviously at the end there, he spun himself out and wrecked. But he still made it across the line in a wrecked race car. It was pretty weird looking, but he did it. 18th was my race pick, Daniel Suarez. Darn, I was wrong. 19th, Brad Keselowski. He dominated the first half of the race. Led 76 laps and won stages 1 and 2. Got some playoff points, but obviously spins out with a rough ending. Spins out, tire down, finishes 19th. 20th, Matt Tiff. 21st, Daniel Hemrick. Hemrick hit the wall early in the race. 22nd, Michael McDowell. 23rd, Ty Dillon. 24th, Clint Boyer. They were involved in a wreck, which we will talk about later. 25th, Bubba Wallace. 26th, Parker Kligerman. 27th, Kurt Busch. 28th, Quinn Hoff. 29th, BJ McLeod. 30th, Reed Sorensen. 31st, Ryan Preece. He was another one that was struck by the right front tire issue. 32nd, Joey Gase. 33rd, Kyle Larson. We're going to talk about him. So Kyle Larson, if you didn't know, he's having a pretty rough year. Crashes. Engines. I don't know. He's just had a rough year. He's finally on a little bit of a hot streak. He's got some top 10s, some top 5s rolling. He's running up there. He's doing the best he's done all day. He's, 4th or 5th place. He drops back a little bit on the restart. And then he gets turned and wrecked. That pretty much describes his season. Get right when you get good, things are looking up for you, slapped in the face. And he had won the All-Star race too, so he was probably feeling pretty confident, and then he got wrecked, quite literally. But yeah, rough day for him. Austin Dillon was having a pretty solid run as well, and then he went down to avoid it, and he just got smacked. So, darn. 35th, Bailey Curry. 36th, Ross Chastain. 37th, Landon Castle and Starcom Racing. 38th, Cody Ware. 39th, DiBenedetto. Another victim of the right front tire. And 40th, the first victim of the right front tire today on lap 25 or something. Yeah, 23, lap 23. Eric Jones. What a crappy day for him. Like, I can't even say it other than that. That's literally what his day was. 23 laps and it was over. That's a pretty crappy day. But yeah, that's the race results. Here are your updated point standings. They're usually not in this soon, but nice. Kyle Busch has the points lead. He has 3 wins. Brad Keselowski second in oh crap. This is based off playoff points. But we want to guesstimate it. All right, let's guesstimate it. Most points, Joey Logano leads the points, 478. Second, Kyle Busch, 469. Nice. Third is Kevin Harvick. Fourth is Chase Elliott. Fifth, Denny Hamlin. Sixth, I can't do this all day. There's your top 5 in points. If you want a full points update, Google it or wait until tomorrow when the NASCAR app has updated it. This is based off playoff points, so this just got really awkward. So I'm going to close out this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you to all the servicemen and women who have served our country and those who have died as they were honored by NASCAR today. Obviously, we had that moment of silence at the end of Stage 2. The names that honored those who have died in battle and in service on the windshields of the cars. And then obviously soldiers at the race and stuff, and American flags everywhere. Just tomorrow's Memorial Day, so put that in your head. Tomorrow's a big day for those families, and so that you should remember them dearly. And so thank you to those who have served, those who are serving in the military. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll make videos this week. I don't know what about. You'll figure out soon. So get excited for that. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you should definitely do that. That would make me happy, and that would make you happy because you would love the videos. If you want to go back to my Coca Cola 600 trailer, go for it. Put a lot of effort into that. So I want as many views as possible because that would make me happy, and I want you guys to be happy. I thought it was pretty solid, so I think you should go check it out. That's all I got for today. See you guys tomorrow, hopefully.